The government just handed real estate investors a massive tax weapon. And most people have absolutely no idea it exists. A brand new bill was signed into law on July 4th, 2025. And buried inside it is one of the most powerful wealth-building tools in the entire tax code. We're talking about the return of 100% bonus depreciation, fully restored, fully available, and ready to be used right now. This isn't a rumor, it isn't a loophole about to get closed, it's the law. Now, before you tune out thinking depreciation sounds boring, let me stop you right there. This is the part where accountants quietly get rich while everyone else pays full price. Bonus depreciation lets you write off the cost of qualifying assets immediately in year one, instead of spreading it out over decades like some kind of financial punishment. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part most people miss entirely. By default, rental real estate is classified as passive income, and that label matters more than almost anything else in the tax code. Since 1986, passive losses can only offset passive income. That's the rule. That's the wall. And for most landlords, it's the ceiling on their entire strategy. You can't touch your W-2 income. You can't shelter your business income. The losses just sit there collecting dust like a gym membership in February. Unless, and this is the plot twist, you qualify for an exception, and short-term rentals are exactly that exception. This is where the strategy stops being theoretical and starts being genuinely life-changing for the right investor. Here's what the rules actually require, because this is not a fake it till you make it situation. The average tenant stay must be 7 days or less. You need at least 100 hours of active participation, and no one else, not a property manager, not a co-host, can log more hours on that property than you. People hear those requirements and immediately say, that sounds impossible, but what they're really hearing is, that sounds like work, which is a very different thing. The IRS isn't asking you to be superhuman, they're asking you to be documented, intentional, and present. Now, let's put the math together, because this is where the strategy becomes almost absurdly powerful. You take bonus depreciation, which accelerates your deductions, combine it with short-term rental status, which reclassifies those losses as non-passive, and suddenly you're using paper losses offset the income your accountant told you was untouchable. This is not a gray area strategy cooked up by someone trying to sell you a course. This is codified, legislated tax law signed by the president on Independence Day, which is either deeply symbolic or the greatest coincidence in fiscal policy history. Historically, every time a provision like this gets restored or expanded, there's a narrow window before the market catches up and the opportunity gets arbitraged away. We saw it with cost segregation. We saw it after the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017, and we're watching it happen again right now in real time. The investors who move with discipline and preparation during these windows, not with FOMO, not with reckless leverage, are the ones who look back 5 years later and say that was the moment. The ones who wait for perfect certainty are the ones still waiting. Here's the philosophical reality underneath all of it. Taxes are not inevitable at scale. They are optional for people who understand the rules and play the game intentionally. The code rewards behavior, it rewards investment, it rewards participation, it rewards people who show up and keep records. You don't have to be a millionaire to use this strategy. You just have to be willing to learn the rules and execute with consistency. Position, size, process, and patience will always outperform conviction and timing. That's true in every cycle, and it's especially true right now. Whether you're ready to buy your first short-term rental or you're sitting on capital trying to figure out your next move, we can help you get started, whether that's real estate investing, home contracting work, or connecting you with the right lenders. Check out our links in the description below.